I've been asked this, and it's so simple for me because I enjoyed school so much when I was little. I enjoyed primary school, I enjoyed high school. I loved the feel of the teachers and the students all working towards a similar goal. And I think after that, and I was always in a supportive role, more like I was never a teacher, obviously, but I was doing different support roles, and this was naturally like the next step up of where I always wanted to be. And you could being in a supportive role and then seeing where the teachers are, that was like the goal. So yeah, funny on the road for that. Well, yeah, my degree's in sports science originally, and I was coaching, and I was coaching at different levels. More previously, before the training year, I was coaching early year students, so kids from 3 to 10, and that was straight down to the basics of basic ball skills, step-by-step progression as they get older. And I was with a really good company, had a really good course for the kids, and I think without that, I would never been able to have progressed to this teaching stage, because it taught me so much about managing classes, managing different students, in a sporting environment, but this is obviously a different environment, but there's a lot of those transferable skills that kind of came with it. So yeah, I think previously coaching and being sporty, who knows, maybe I will fall back into PE one day, but I think for now this is the correct step to be taking. Honestly, the age of the children, I think it's just, it's a lot more giving. I think, when you can like print something into this child's mind, and you can go back and at the end of the year and see and assess them and see how they've done, you can think to yourself, it's something quite proud. You can be like, oh, you've done that for that child. And I think you can say that stretching into secondary, of course you can say that. I just think the early years is something that I have more, not the early years, but maybe the younger guys I have more experience working with. And I think it fits my personality a little bit better. Do you know what? The training was incredible. I think her name was Ellie who came. She came and she did this training with us, and it was magnificent. It was a really good insight on actually how these students' minds work, and like different neuropsychology, like neuro categories of their brains, and like how this specific environment will affect this child, but will also affect another child in a different way. So it was quite opening to help us like understand a little bit more of how children react in different circumstances. Also taken into their own practice when I've gone back to the classroom and I have a child who falls under ADHD also, and you see them, you can see them starting to work up, and now we got taught, maybe this child needs a bit of a time to go and take their mind off something outside the classroom, but just let them calm down a bit more and then come back into the learning environment so they have a bit more space in their head that they can take the learning on. It was, there were so many strategies that we went through. It was just incredibly enlightening and just like gave me a bit more respect on how to develop these children in their own ways. Yeah, I think it wasn't what I think in my head when I thought, training as a primary school teacher, I thought we were going to come here and I thought we were actually going to learn a lot about the content of what we train, but absolutely not. It's, like I said, this is my first sort of insight on teaching in a classroom perspective, and now learning all the strategies and behavior management and how students learn and the cognitive theory and everything. It's been amazing, and all the principles that we need to put towards our lesson plans and our teaching. It's been a lot. It's been a lot to take in, but the way they've categorized this and the way they've broken it down to take in the information has been absolutely fine. And we take it step by step and day by day. And often I leave here on a Tuesday with my head feeling pretty full. But it's and then you go to the classroom and you can just. It's so clear to see what we're learning here is exactly what we need to become professional teachers.